My name is Joe Attridge and I'm a volunteer across both sites. I work at North London Hospice in Finchley and North London Hospice in Enfield, and I've been privileged to be a volunteer for just over 5 years. North London Hospice looks after terminally ill patients in the inpatient unit at Finchley. It looks after the patients, their friends and their families, and it also has a daycare facility in Barrowell Green in Enfield, which has just opened now. This is the 9th week, and it looks after, again, terminally ill patients. I became involved in the hospice just over 6 years ago when my wife was looked after by the hospice. My wife died, Anna, of inoperable pancreatic cancer, age 48, on February 22nd, 2006. She was well cared for by the hospice. She was well cared for, loved and supported. Myself and my wife knew nothing about the hospice until October 2005, when we needed the service, and it was suggested to us by friends that we might benefit from the care that they provide. And to be honest, we were both reluctant at first, but we went along in October 2005, and to be honest, we fell in love with the place, and we just felt how warm and caring that the hospice was. My wife then started to go to day centre, which was in Finchley at that time, and she went from October until February. She deteriorated a lot in February, the 9th, and then she was admitted as an inpatient at Finchley, where she lived the last 2 weeks of her life there. And the love and support that the hospice provided for us both really made Anna feel safe, and it made me feel safe. Anna said that she felt safe and cared for when in her life that she was felt very, very vulnerable. So it was a loving, caring, supportive environment which she felt very, very safe in. What made me want to volunteer at North London Hospice was basically the love and care and support that we both received in North London Hospice. During that last 2 weeks that Anna lived in the hospice, I was privileged to be there with her, and I just saw the support that the hospice provided, and I wanted to help people in a similar position. Right, my role at North London Hospice in Enfield, I'm one of the many volunteers who works in Enfield, and one of the main roles I have is feeding patients, and I think it's the most humbling thing that anybody can do for anybody else. Also, we've got lovely gardens here. The building's lovely, but we've got lovely gardens, and a lot of the patients say, can they go into the garden? And even if they can't walk, then we can take them in the wheelchair and just sit in the garden and have a cup of tea or play games or whatever. There are many, many services provided here. There's art therapy, and it's quite interesting. Some people who have never put a brush in their hand have learned, even in this last few weeks, how to paint, and it's very, very therapeutic. Some of the other services which people, we have a beautician, and some of the group like massages. There's also a carers group which Annalie runs, and that's for significant others who come onto site to look after their husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, so the family can go to the carers group. What people can do to support the hospice, I think not many people know that it's a charity, and I think not too many people know that to run both facilities in Enfield and in Finchley, it costs over £6 million. So I would really, really encourage you to support North London Hospice across both sites, so that those facilities can be for the families, the patients and their friends, to help those people live their lives in the communities of Enfield, Haringey and Barnet. So again, I would really, really encourage you, because any one of us might need the support that the services provide at North London Hospice, and it really does help people to live their lives. So I'd encourage you to go onto the website and encourage you to support North London Hospice with whatever you can.